Hello everyone and welcome to my channel X7's Crash Tutorials. My name is Suryansh Kushwaha and today we will be learning about control structures in Python. Let's begin. So there are three types of control structures in Python: sequential control structure, conditional control structure, and iterative control structure. So first of all, let's talk about the sequential control structure. The sequential control structure, it is also known as a straight line control structure, and it executes code in a straight line, or as we can say, one after another. Let's have a look at some Python code. So for example, if I do here new file, let's assume here is a code input name, and then I just go print a is equal to input name, print a. Let's save this, and now if I run it, it is straight away executed. There are no conditions, there is no nothing. After that, we can come on to our next type of code, that is conditional. In conditional also there are three other types of code: if else and if-elif-else. So in the if one, it is used to give a condition, and if it is true then the code will be executed, or else nothing will happen. So for example, if we come here, so here this is the code we have to focus on. So for example, b, we are taking input in the b variable, and if b is equal to abc123, then it will print correct password, but if it is false, then nothing will happen. Okay, so here's also a flowchart of it. This was for the straight line one, this one was the straight line one, and this one is for the if one. So for example, it starts, if it is true, then it will execute the true one and end the code. If it is false, then nothing will happen. So this is how if one works. Let me demonstrate. If I press on F5, now enter password. If I enter abc123, then it will obviously print correct password. But if I write something else, abc456, then nothing will happen. As you can see, it skipped straight away onto the next code, which was this one. Nothing else happened. But now we will be talking about if else. So if else is just like if, but here if the condition is false, then we can also execute another set of statements. What I mean here is else print wrong password. Now if I come here, I can show you that. You see the code starts. If it is true, then it will execute this block of code, this one, and if it is false, then it will execute this block of code, and after that it will end the code. So this is how if else works. Now let me show you here. This is the if else code. It is in C, it is taking input of enter password. If C is equal to abc123, then it will print correct password like we had up here, but if it is wrong, then it will print wrong password. What by that? Let's see, we skip this one. Let's delete this part. Now here, if I write abc123, it will write correct password, but here if I press F5 again and write abc456, that will write wrong password. So that is the difference between if else and if. Now let's come on to if-elif-else. This one is a bit hard to understand, but you will be able to understand it after this video. Make sure to watch the whole. So if-elif-else statement is used when there are multiple conditions to evaluate. For example, let's assume the teacher is giving you the grades. For example, if your marks are above 90, then you will get A, above 80 you will get B, above 70 you will get C, like that, right? So here also we have written a code. So for example, here what is happening, that it is taking the input A, and if A is larger than or is equal to 90, then it will print A plus. If A is larger than or equal to 80, then it will print B. If A is larger than or equal to 60, then it will print C. If A is larger than or equal to 50, it will print D. And if or other than that, if it is under that, it will print F. Now let's assume I run. Okay, let's test this. Enter marks. So if my marks are 100, grade A plus. If my marks are 90, grade A plus, because it's still equal to 90. If my grades are 80, grade B. 80, 70, grade C. 60, grade C. Okay, there is no for 70, so if it is under 80, then it will give the C1, and if it is like, let's assume someone scored 30 somehow, then they will get F. So that is how the if-elif-else statement works. And after that we also have our iterative statement, which is a very useful control structure, but we will talk about that in part 2. Till then, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hopefully you learned something new in this video.